Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mind Positive Store, where we talk a lot about self-care, self-love, mental health and becoming the best version of ourselves, which already exists within. Before we get started, I have a few questions for you. Do you want to conquer 2024? Do you want 2024 to be your year? If the answers for these questions are yes, then stay back till the end of this video where we show you exactly how to do this. The simple answer or the nutshell of what we're going to talk about in this video is going to be breaking patterns in 2024. It is nothing but getting one step closer to having more control of your thoughts and feelings. Breaking pattern of self-sabotage is super important in 2024. We've all been there, blaming ourselves for certain situations, blaming ourselves for certain decisions, certain outcomes. It happens on our day-to-day life. I've even seen people who would blame themselves for the weather, like that's to an other extent. Self-sabotage can simply be explained as when a person does or does not do certain things that inhibits, prevents, or blocks their route to success. I think we've all been there, done that. So I would really want you guys to take a pause right now and see certain patterns in your day-to-day routine that has made to self-sabotage. If you are finding it difficult to identify these patterns, let me help you. How to find out if you're practicing self-sabotage. First one is negative self-talk. These little conversations we have with ourselves can really impact you. Just blaming yourself when something goes wrong, or being nervous before a big presentation, or just not able to bring up that courage and cursing yourself and really treating yourself very harshly because you are not able to do something in the optimum level is what I'm talking about. Negative self-talk and intake of negative things can bring a great impact on our self-sabotage. When I say intake of negative things, I talk about certain social media channels that you're following, or certain people that you're making connections with, or certain habits that you have for yourselves, or a simple Netflix show. These small things which go very unnoticed can bring a lot of negativity in your head. The next big identifier is procrastinating. I would claim procrastination as the next biggest virus we are all being affected by. There's been so many days when everything around me will be best. I would be feeling the best in my physical body. Nothing would have gone wrong, just in my mental self as well. But just I would not get up out of the bed and start working. These procrastination sessions we have with ourselves are really harmful for us. We have the goal right in front of us. We also know what needs to be done to achieve that goal, but we just sit back and procrastinate. So procrastination, if you're someone who is procrastinating a lot, that is a great sign to identify if you're self-sabotaging. Another thing that goes hand in hand with procrastination is not prioritizing yourself. You are someone who keeps running for everyone in the family, who keeps running for your friends, for your company, for your career. There's so many things that you focus on, but you end up forgetting yourself is a huge identifier that you're sabotaging yourself. The last identifier is going cycle loops and loops of negative thought. You know they are not good for yourself. You know you want to come out of it. You're just helpless and you are cycling in these endless, overwhelming, overthinking thoughts where it just goes nowhere. You keep adding to these thoughts and they end up eating you, your time, your efforts, your energy, and you end up not doing anything else for the day. Now that we've identified these patterns in our daily routine, let's get more deep into it. Understand, where does this self-sabotaging practice stem from? There are three main reasons to this. Let's get to them one by one. When we do not know how to manage or process our feelings, we end up just escaping from them. It is just that one difficult conversation that can save your relationship or that can save your friendship. You ignore it and you're just not ready to have that conversation and you choose the other way around to escape from that situation. Stay away from that person, block that person, or move away from certain situations. These are smaller things that can actually grow into a pattern of causing self-sabotage. There's certain times when we don't even realize that we're self-sabotaging and we continue doing so. It is mainly because we've been brought up in certain scenarios. We look up to certain people who always have shown these practices or these patterns in their life. And since you've only been exposed to these kind of people, you follow it, you try to mimic it, and these people need not be actual peoples in your life. You also get these patterns from movies or series or anything that you're exposed to in external life as well. Self-sabotaging practice can also be used as a coping mechanism to stay away or completely avoid any uncomfortable feelings or situations. I've seen so many people who shy away from having a conversation the moment they know that it's getting uncomfortable for them in a group setting or in a personal setting. We all just tend to say, oh no, nothing, we're all doing good. A simple example and a very trivial one can be when we go to salons to get our hair done or get something done for us. When we don't like it midway, there's no way you will stop them right there and say, listen, this is not what I wanted, can you change it a little? We all end up paying the full price and coming home and crying on really bad haircuts. These are certain small situations or scenarios that you can think right now and see if you've done in 2023. So far we've seen what is self-sabotage, how can I identify these patterns in my daily routine, and where exactly it stems from. Based on all these questions, I have another main question for you. Why exactly this and why now? Conquer 2024. Take full control of this year. Start off by preparing for it. Have SMART goals. Each of these goals should be touching the 7 pillars of our life, which we've already discussed in our previous video. You can find it in the description box. Once you have set these goals, now the next step is to find actions that you can insert in your day-to-day routine to achieve these goals. Have these actions as micro elements within your day-to-day routine. For example, my goal is to be more active. Then my micro action or the action I would want to take is to go to gym or practice yoga or just have a simple cup of warm water with lemon every single morning I wake up. Once you have your goals and actions ready, the next biggest thing to do is reflection. Nothing is gonna happen overnight. It will take a long time. And we all are human beings who do a lot of things wrong. Simply just reflect back on these situations or these certain days and then move on with an improvement. Goals, actions, and reflection. The perfect cocktail for the best year you've ever seen. Let's also talk about ways that you can stop self-sabotaging today. First one being developing more self-awareness. Know what you want in life, as in your goals, your actions, everything needs to be very clear to you. Only if you know what you want to achieve, you will make a path for yourself in that process and achieve your goal. The next thing is journaling. I am a true believer of journaling. I think so far in all the other videos I've spoken about journaling and the importance of it in our day-to-day life. It is just an absolute magical thing that we have here. Journaling and writing down your thoughts and feelings can be a great step to stop self-sabotaging. Now that you've identified that these are the traits or these are the patterns that you can keep looking in your day-to-day life, once you identify something like that, write it down. Either then and there, or if you don't have the chance to do so, you can reflect it back in the end of the day. Write down the exact scenario where you felt you've started doing or you've started practicing self-sabotage. Expressing your thoughts and feelings is an amazing tool to understand where you stand in terms of your development on self-sabotage practice or even just breaking free from these harmful practices. Now I have something I want to share. Here's our daily planner come journal, Better Than Yesterday. The journal section is just amazing for self-reflection. We've already spoken about self-reflection in 2023 to wrap up the year properly in our previous video. I'm going to link that as well in the description box. But just a moment on writing down your thoughts. We have dedicated sections within the journal part of the book where you can write down exactly what happened today, exactly things that you want to take back to the next day, things that you want to change in that particular day. This is an amazing section within the book that lets you write down these self-sabotaging practices or situations that you want to change. The next one is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness, something that is very, very close to my heart. Practicing it through yoga or meditation, or just simply sitting back in a relaxed environment, listening to some high frequency music and practicing my manifestation. These are certain techniques that can instantly calm your mind, take you away from the hustle bustle of the world, and just give you the calmness and the energy back to conquer your day again. The last one is to talk to someone. Communication. Communication is a key part in all of our lives. We communicate our needs, we communicate our dislikes. There's so many things we want to share and we would like others to share with us. Why not communicating these practices or these habits that you have already noticed in your life and seek others' opinion or others' help in it? If you have certain trusted people in your life, like your partner, your parents, your friends, or even a therapist, go for it. Have a good session with them. Tell them how you feel. If there's no one in the world you can communicate or you feel open enough to communicate with them, then you can grab on to certain other people showing you directions of how to stop it. For example, this exact video. There are so many amazing creators on YouTube and on Spotify and various other channels who talk a lot about self-love and self-improvement. I have personally learned a lot from these podcasts or these YouTube channels. Why not you? So far in the video, we've spoken a lot about breaking patterns of self-sabotage to give you full control of 2024. Wishing you all an amazing new year, sending lots and lots of positive energy. Please do support us by liking, commenting, or subscribing our channel. Hope this video was helpful. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.